Hey YouTube, this is Farmall 51 here. Alright, got me an international, well, have you seen the video of this international 215 plow here? 3 or 4 videos back, so which I've got that early, I don't know, sometime the first of the year I think, or into last year I think, from Jesse there. Since I've gotten coulters on the front, I've gotten, I put trash boards on it, and I put the heavy duty rolling coulter on it. And I put the rear tail wheel on it. The last tail wheel they offered for that type of this type of plow, I believe, the spring-loaded tail wheel. This here, I've pretty much got every option on this plow except for the joiners, and there was an optional on the back beam to your right there. The back beam was an optional gauge wheel that went there, but I've never seen one, and I doubt there's anyone out there. So, but if you happen to know of one, let me know. I'd love to get it to put it on here. So, but anyway, let's see. I've got this plow pretty much like I want it. It's pretty much it's ready to plow. I've got everything set like I want it. So, and then of course, you know, like always, when you find, you know, finally get everything like you want it, you finally find a plow like you not were looking for, but it's, you know, the one like you'd really love to have. This is a very late, and I've got to do some looking on this, to look up how, what time frame it was made. I'm guessing it was probably the last few years that they made these, but this is International 215 plow, and I apologize for the lighting. I'll probably do another video on this a little bit when it's a little bit lighter in here, but this is not quite like this 215 plow here. They're both in about the same shape, but this plow here has a serial plate, and I've only seen this on one bottom plow that friend of mine has. It's a one bottom plow for his 140, and it's got the serial plate just like this, and it says International, you know, 215, and got the serial number on it. Little piece of metal welded up there. But that's not the only thing that really caught my eye on this plow. Other than it looks as original, if not, you know, more than any one I've ever seen. I do not believe that it has ever, well, I'm not saying ever been in the ground, but if it has not made too many passes. And I'll show you why. Okay. If you look on that point there, how square that point is. That is practically new. Usually your typical wear, there's no wear on this shin, or the share, or the moldboard. In fact, there's still black paint on the front of this moldboard. You can reach your finger up underneath the share here, and you can feel that it still has the ridge up there that they had when they're new. And what really, you know, is that point like that. That point is not wore back. And on the bottom here, let's see, right along in here, it'll be wore down quite a bit when you wear those shares down, and that is not wore down at all. Even the land side here is in excellent shape. You can still can make some of the decals out here. Like I say, and I can't make out the one on the back though. I think somebody's picked it up with chain a couple times, but you got some of the patent decals that are still on it. and I finally got that piece there for the other one there. But I mean, you can look at these lance shares here and tell that even the bolts still recessed in there to the point where you can tell there's no wear on that. It looks like it's done a lot of sitting. And usually this shoe on the back is wore down, and it is not wore at all. You can still see how black the mold boards are. I believe this plow has done a lot of sitting outside under a shelter in some dirt. But I am right tickled to find this one here. Usually they've sit out and rusted up. Now this one here is, it's got your typical, a little bit of scale rust here and there, but for the most part, it's most of the red paint is still there. And I've been trying to think of what I'm going to do with this plow. I'm definitely not going to get rid of it. And oh yeah, another thing too. Right there in the late 70s, I know they were, or I forgot when it was, they switched over and started. They didn't mark, the International didn't mark their bolts anymore. They were getting West Pullman. The West Pullman Works was making the bolts for International. So, and after I can't remember now, but after a certain while, they all started just marking WP on the bolts. And the 79, both the 79 140s over here, all have West Pullman bolts marked in them. But I've been trying to think what I'm going to do with this plow, and I know they say it's only original once, but and now that I've got two 215 plows, what I'd really like to do is either, I'd like to clean this. It is, and it doesn't look, it's wet right now, and the paint looks like it's really red, but it's a faded paint. It's faded quite a bit. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to clean this one up, which this one would be easy to clean up, and I could re-decal, get every one of the decals. I can get every one of those and re-decal it, repaint the boards, and what I want to do is switch the tail wheel onto this plow, switch the trash boards onto this plow, and switch the coulters onto this plow. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch everything over to this plow here, and I'm going to paint it. I'm just going to take my flat disc, I'm going to take it completely apart, and which is how you should do, on everything. If you're going to put the money into it and take it somewhere to a show or something. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to plow with that one. We got a couple plow days coming up here in 1st of March, the 17th of March, and in April. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this one apart, cleaning it up, and getting it painted. And then when that's over, and right before our May show, right before the show there, the Got to BNC Festival in May, I will have this one here like brand new, and I will show it probably at the Got to Be Festival behind the 140, because that was my whole goal. What I wanted to do was to have that tractor there with the canopy, just like the photograph. Just like the buyer's guide photograph, where the guy's out there in the field plowing, and he's got the top on it, and also that was my whole thing, is to get that kind of scheme going. So late 70s scheme there. So but anyway, you'll see more of this plow. This is not the first part in it, but when I start to restore this one or take it apart, I will do a part one, go through. It'll probably take me a couple videos to get through, but like I said, this plow should be super easy to clean up and paint with, it not really being rusted that bad. So like I said, the trips all should work pretty well. So it should be an easy plow, unlike this one here. This is a little bit more rusted and set out and things like that, which is not a bad plow, but it would take a little bit more work to get it done, which probably what I'm going to do is eventually I will probably sell this plow here with, and like I say, if you remember in the videos, it's got brand spanking new International shares on it, brand new International shins on it, and the landslides are slightly used. They're okay, and the bow boards, I do not believe they're International mold boards. If you can look at these here, how straight that edge is, that is an International board. And another thing, the part number, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a part number on the back. And I've looked that part number up, and it doesn't really match with the Super Chief bottoms, but it is a Super Chief bottom. But anyway, so I'm not going to go out and do this. This plow will mainly be for plow days and things like this. So, but eventually I will clean this plow up here, and I will sell it. Most likely, I doubt I will keep it. I may want to keep it. I don't know yet, but like I say, I'm going to set it up with the. I'm going to take this shoe off here, this landslide with the shoe off, and I'm going to put it on this plow, which they had that configuration before, and if you had the one with the tail wheel, you had to have the this piece here to keep it from throwing the tail wheel into the back of the plow. So, but there was different ways you could have the plow set up, and basically how this plow is set up here right now is the way this one will be, and this one here will have all the options on it. So, but anyway, that's it on the two 215 plows that I have now, which I didn't really intend on getting this one, and say it's hard to pass up a deal like this when you have one this original looking, and if it's been used, it has not. I guarantee it's only plowed some little old lady's garden or something, if that. Like I say, the shares, I would turn it over if it wasn't so heavy to turn back over, but show you the bottom of the shares, how they've still got that ridge on the bottom from when they're brand new, just like the ones on the other 215 plow. They're exactly identical in wear. Like I say, they're both brand new, so if it is plowed, it's plowed, you know, not very much. But anyway, all right, thanks for watching, and if you got any questions, this will be the third 215 plow that I've owned. So, but if you have any questions, let me know. I'll take some photographs. What I'll do is I'll most like a wire wheel all this, and I'll take it apart. So, but I'll do videos on that, keep you updated on that, and that's it. All right, thanks for watching.